So I was sitting around and I noticed that Ferris was online and I was like, yo Ferris, you wanna spin around and have some Pokemon battles while you spin? Because, you're riding spinners because you're a Ferris wheel and all. And he said sure, and I said, yo, let's use a bunch of NU pokes, and then I saw he had a bunch of Pokemon that are actually not NU-ish looking things. But it doesn't matter because it's just a fun battle anyway, so who really cares about what Pokemon you bring, just so long as you have fun, that's kind of the point. That's why it's called a fun battle. So he's got his awesome Dunsparce and a bunch of other things that are quite good looking. Wait, no, that sounds kind of weird. Touchy subject there. We're not going there. Okay. So, yeah, I just asked Ferris for a battle because I was like, yo, we need a battle. And he was like, yes, we do. So he decided that we should. So I got an empty seat and we decided to start it up. So, we're going to begin at the bottom, just like always, because that's just how Ferris wheels work. You can't get on the top. It'd be kind of odd to happen, but I think you probably could if you had enough ambition. He's going to lead with his Arcanine. I didn't know what he's going to lead with, so I just lead with Mawile, and I can already tell I need to get that F out of here, because the letter F cannot possibly hold on to the fact that Arcanine is standing there. Not a good idea. So, Mawile has two mouths and, maybe even one nose. I don't even see if it has another nose or if it even has a nose, and there was some thing that probably popped up. And there's a water lemon, because lemons are watery, I suppose. Now I bring out my Drugodon, and I don't remember why I named it Time to Climb. Why did I name it that? Oh well, it'll probably come to me later. So, I'm not exactly sure what this matchup is going to do for me, because I brought this in for the Flare Blitz resistance and the possible rough skinning, I guess. I think I had rough skin. Gonna go for Dragon Tail, because we don't need any water lemons in here. Go away. And I bring back out McGibbles, who does not have the Intimidate, so it obviously has either Flash Fire or what's its Dream World ability? Who cares? Justified. Who would want that on an Arcanine? Honestly, who would want that on an Arcanine? So now I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do here, since there's not a whole lot I can do except resist. So gonna bring back my Johnny now, because everybody names this thing Carl, so I decided to name it Johnny, because Johnny Bravo, yeah. Now then, I think I am Specs or Scarf, I can't remember which. I wanted to use one of these Swannas, so I did. As you can tell. I'm not lying this time. Going out Hurricane because I can. Water Lemons don't tend to work out too well on Hurricanes, and as soon as he goes for the Screech, I know exactly what set this is. This is Screech Pursuit, because Ferris likes that kind of combination thing, which I have also used before to limited success. Now I know that I need to stay in, because otherwise Pursuit is going to kill me, and I don't really have anything to fear at this point. Especially since I'm just a bird, and birds know that they can manage just about anything in the Pokemon world. So long as they are not crappy like some other birds that we do not want to mention the names of. So Johnny is going to be there flapping about while the water lemon goes away, because hurricanes are bad for your produce and your fruit and everything, so he's going to go out to a Lapras, which is named after that, what's it called? The Leoplorodon type thingy in the Super Mario 64. Anyways, I had to go eat dinner between this battle, so we cut out to this scene where I switch out to Mawile after he rests. And I'm going to take this opportunity to try and set up, maybe, I think. I wasn't sure what he was going to accomplish after this, but yeah, I had to go eat dinner, because that didn't happen, because I was battling at a dumb time, but it doesn't really matter, because Ferris is patient, as we all should be. I'm going to substitute now, and hopefully get something done here. For having a Mawile with a sub is generally the best case scenario with a Mawile, since Mawile is not that great, but it can do some damage if you let it set up. Which is true for everything. I mean, really. I don't see why anybody would think otherwise. Now I just gotta anticipate what he wants to do. He's gonna Flare Blitz, which I figured, because who would not go for a Flare Blitz against a substituted Mawile, especially since Mawile is very, 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 very frail. I'm going to get up a Swords Dance in the very least. And maybe, if I am lucky, I can yank the sucker out of my mouth and smack him with it, with a Sucker Punch. Since we all know that Mawile has 2 mouths, he won't be able to see it coming, because Mawile is able to hide it in his other mouth. Man, that'd be kind of weird having 2 mouths, I think. I wonder if it can eat with that other mouth, because that'd be kind of weird. I don't know. Which one is the one that actually leads to its esophagus? Does it have 2 esophagi? Does it have, like, 1 esophagus that just shares between the 2, or what? Some questions are not meant to be asked. He's going to finish him off with Flare Blitz. I was surprised the recoil didn't take him out at this point. But we all know our K9 has a very decent HP stat, and very decent stats all around. And with close combat now, it's definitely a force to be reckoned with. So now I'm going to bring out something with a stupid nickname, because that tends to be why I named it that. Because I couldn't think of a good nickname, and I was like, I hate nicknames, they're so stupid, so I decided to name this thing Stupid Nicknames. He's going to close combat, he's going to die. I believe I go for the rock. I should have gone for the rock polish, but I figured he was not going to try and kill me off or something, or I thought he was like maybe want to switch because he wanted to say that thing for extreme speed later, maybe. I don't know. It's hard to think of what was going on in my head at that point because of how things are. So he's going to bring back out his Knight Shining Lemons. I'm going to think, okay, Rock Slide is probably the best move I got on this thing, and I hit it down. And he flinches, which. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but I don't exactly know what he was going to do there. If he was going to go for like a Mega Horn or something, it probably would have done damage. So I'm just going to go for the Aqua Tail because it's more accurate, and I didn't want to go for X Scissor because I don't think that would have killed. I don't know. I'm very silly when it comes to the realizations of certain moves that I've made. Now he's going to bring out his Kingdra, which kind of scared me at this point because Kingdra is a force to be reckoned with, as you saw in my video before the one I battled Shark Tamer in. He's going to Dragon Pulse and finish me off, which I'm not too afraid of at this point, but I was kind of crapping myself when I saw this thing come out the first time. Now I'm going to go out to Canada! Wow, no, I still had that in me. I'm going to get the forewarning of his Draco Meteor because I just want to make sure that I am prepared for everything that he's going to try and throw at me. And he's going to switch out, I think, because he is Specs. I'm going to Lovely Kiss whatever comes in. It just so happens to be a Umbreon that has the nickname of Dark Rain. That's actually a really cool sounding name. Now then, I have Focus Blast, and if it can hit, then I can pretty much but I'm going to Focus Blast and hit this Kingdra, which does quite a bit actually, because I didn't expect it to do that much. Because I do not really see Jinx as being too much of a potential threat, but it happens to be so, as you can see, because it just took out a Kingdra. Which is pretty impressive. At least I think, because nobody uses Jinx. Who uses Jinx? Seriously. Me. Because I like Jinx. Jinx is a cool Pokemon. I've always liked it since 2nd gen, when you could actually catch one, and not have to trade for one and have a stupid nickname in red, yellow, and blue. So out comes an awesome Trio, yes. Dunsparce. I'm gonna Focus Blast that thing, thinking it would live with like at least a quarter of HP, but apparently it doesn't because apparently Jinx is better than I thought it is. Even though I have used it in the past, I just didn't think it would work too well in 5th gen for some reason. Now out comes the Lapras again, and I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do here because I have Focus Blast, but I also have Psychic, and I don't want to miss my Focus Blasts because I need Focus Blast to help take out Umbreon. And I was actually very surprised at how much this Focus Blast did to Lapras. He's going to Sleep Talk, get Ice Beam. It's not going to do anything because, well, it does quite a bit of a lot because I'm not actually bulky or anything, because Jinx does have a decent special defense stat. Now I just gotta wait for him to die now, essentially, because I'm going to, I believe, either Psychic or Focus Blast. No, Psyshock. I have Psyshock, right. I didn't want to be walled by special walls. That's generally why Pokemon carry Psyshock now. I don't know, I don't see it too often, but I don't not see it, so it's not like it's impossible to see. Now he's going to go out to his Umbreon. I can't remember if these were our lasts at this point, because I don't know if I've actually used all my pokes yet. He is going to be sleeping. I'm going to Ice Beam, because I don't want to miss Focus Blast, because I know that Focus Blast tends to do that sometimes. Especially when you really, really need it to hit. I'm going to actually miss this turn, but he's still asleep, and he's trying to go for Sucker Punch, so I need to figure out what I'm going to try and accomplish here, because I don't want to die, but I don't want to live either, I guess. Because he's going to kill me with Sucker Punch now because he wakes up. That's the thing about priority. That's pretty much why it's good on Pokemon that have sleeping. Anyways, going to bring out my last, which is the bird that I was referring to earlier as not being that great. But it actually does work out in the end. I'm going to taunt him so he cannot do any shenanigans of Wish and everything else that Umbreons tend to do with their non-attacking moves. And at this point, I don't have any attacks, but I have Toxic. I want to miss, because Game Freak decided that 90% accuracy should just troll you all the time. Now I'm going to hit, and I have another Pokemon left, but I don't remember what it is, and Ferris did not want to stay around and stall for the rest of the match, because all I have is non-attacking moves. I don't remember what my last is, unless it shows it somewhere else. I actually have no idea if Ferris even saved this match. I mean, I think it was pretty good. And I don't know, I figured I was going to be swept by Kingdra the entire time, but apparently I wasn't. And if you're wondering why its name's so strong, it's because it has big pecs. Yes. Of course, I don't actually know what this one's ability is. Probably big pecs if it doesn't have anything decent other than that. I don't believe it has any other abilities that are worth using, if it even has any other abilities. I honestly can't remember. So Ferris is going to run, because he doesn't want to stick around, waiting for his Toxic to build up. Yeah, I had one more Pokemon left that you guys didn't see. Oh well. Good game, Ferris. Definitely check him out. He's cool. And not to mention, he's a Ferris wheel, so, you know. You know what they say about Ferris wheels. They just keep going right round, baby, right round.